A possible new clue in the search for the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie this morning. Authorities are looking into whether a ransom note sent to a local TV station there in Arizona is legitimate. Jonathan Vigliotti spoke with a Pima County sheriff who said they felt compelled to share the note with Guthrie's family.
The thousands of tips that you get, you don't show
Well,
everything to
no,
them.
because some of them just don't have any.
This
This
rose,
this is
this rose to the
sure it
level.
does. It sure does. It's more threatening. You guys asked, was there any threats? This was pretty threatening.
Jared Hill joins me here in studio now. He's been following this heartbreaking case since it broke. Jared, what more do we know? Good morning.
Errol, investigators said that they had hoped to keep this purported ransom note under wraps, at least until TMZ reported they too received what seems to be a ransom note. While the legitimacy is still a question, investigators say that they are taking this and every piece of evidence seriously as they search for Nancy Guthrie.
We don't know where she is.
Critical questions as the search for Nancy Guthrie, mom of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, stretches into a fourth day.
We do believe that Nancy was taken from her home against her will.
Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos confirms to CBS News an apparent ransom note sent to a local TV station is now a part of the investigation. In it, specific details about the 84-year-old's home and what she was wearing the night she went missing, but he would not confirm its authenticity.
It's like any piece of evidence. You give it to us. You give us a lead. We're going to look at every aspect of that lead and work it as a lead.
TMZ says it also received a note demanding millions of dollars in Bitcoin, forwarding it to the sheriff. This as CBS News cameras captured what appears to be a small amount of blood outside of Nancy Guthrie's house. Nanos says a little bit of blood was found inside the home as well.
We've submitted all kinds of samples for DNA, and we've gotten some back, but nothing to indicate any suspects.
The FBI is assisting, conducting interviews and analyzing local cell phone data. The agency also asking for the public's help.
Every lead and tip is important. We are aggressively pursuing and looking into every single one.
As the search continues, the sheriff says he does not believe the broader community is in danger. The sheriff also says surveillance video hasn't yielded any clues yet. They're trying to recover any possible footage that might have auto-deleted. Meanwhile, yesterday, President Trump said he is planning on calling Savannah Guthrie, describing the situation, Errol, as terrible.
Yeah. All right, Jared, thank you very much. For more on what investigators might be looking into, we're joined now by Doug Coons, founder and CEO of Veracity and a former special agent and supervisory special agent of the FBI. Good morning, Doug. So give us your take here. How does this apparent ransom note, the legitimacy is still being looked into, but if it does turn out to be real, how does it change the investigation?
Well, it's like the sheriff said, it's another piece of evidence, and it's treated as such. They're still working on authenticating it. You know, some of the details, my understanding is that they knew things about the crime scene that were not made public yet. That still doesn't automatically jump you to authenticating it. So it's going to be run to ground just like any other piece of evidence. You're going to look at the when, where, what, how, why. Where did it come from? Who might have sent it? Who did it go to? How was it sent? All those things have to be answered. And if it is then authenticated, perhaps that starts a dialogue with whoever's responsible. But the concern is this is public. Other people know that you have a missing person, and anybody can send in a ransom note and say, yeah, it was us, and we want these millions of dollars in crypto. And you just can't assume that is accurate.
Right.
That's 100% right. You can't just assume out of the blue that it's a accurate ransom note. It could be just somebody just trying to use your tragedy just to gain something for themselves and not have anything to do with the missing or disappearance of your mother. So, or the victim, however you want to place it.
You'd hate for investigators to be distracted as they race to find and save Nancy. Let's just wonder that if there is a demand for money, does that mean the victim may be better treated? Because we do know that Nancy is at least without her medication, which she does need.
It's possible. It's hard to speculate on that because every criminal, every person that would do something like that is different. You don't know about their emotional state, about their desperation. There's so many factors. It's hard to answer that question. The medication, that's certainly of concern. You know, this isn't just a minor thing. It's something that she needs to survive. And that will certainly play a factor. And perhaps that will push this along faster than it might have gone. But we'll just have to wait and see on that one.
Yeah, I will.
This is a tragic situation. Let's get over to the next video, see if it tells us anything more.
And in Arizona, the search for the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie enters its 4th day. Authorities are looking into whether a ransom note sent to a local TV station is real. Police believe 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was abducted from her home. Our Jonathan Vigliotti joins us now live from Tucson, Arizona. He's covering this story. And Jonathan, I know you've been speaking with the sheriff leading the investigation about this potential ransom note. How does he view it?
Yeah, Errol, I spoke to the sheriff yesterday. He tells me they received that apparent note on Monday night, quickly handed it over to the FBI, who is currently analyzing it. They have not confirmed its authenticity, but I am told specific details in it warranted showing it to the Guthrie family.
Fingerprints, DNA, camera images, everything you can imagine.
Investigators say they're using every tool to find Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos says the FBI is now analyzing an apparent ransom note.
Is there anything in that note that seems credible at this moment that you're giving weight to?
The entire note.
So you're not dismissing this note at this point?
Absolutely not.
He says he shared the note with the Guthrie family the same night he received it.
Of the thousands of tips that you get, you don't show everything
Well, no,
to them.
because some of them just don't have any.
This rose to the
sure
level.
It does. Sure it does. It's more threatening. You guys asked, was there any threats? This was pretty threatening.
According to Nanos, the note contained details about what the 84-year-old was wearing the night of the crime, but would not confirm its authenticity. It was initially sent to a local news station, who forwarded it to authorities and agreed not to report on it. But yesterday, TMZ was also sent a copy.
TMZ comes out with this note that you have known about, that the Guthries have now seen, and it sounds like it could compromise this case to some degree.
It could. I hope not.
The sheriff also says surveillance video from Guthrie's home has led them nowhere so far.
None of the camera images have revealed to us anything of substantive nature. No.
Really?
No.
Anything?
No, it only goes so far back. And so we're giving it to those camera makers and saying, can you do something more with this?
Tuesday, our cameras captured what appears to be a small amount of blood outside the front door of Guthrie's home. A law enforcement source tells CBS News that a little bit of blood was found inside the home. It's unclear whose blood, but authorities say it's being examined, along with other clues.
The Guthries are very distraught, very concerned. What's important is we find Mom and we bring her back home safe.
And the sheriff tells me Savannah Guthrie and her family have not received any direct threats. He is specifically concerned about the health of Nancy Guthrie, who requires daily medication. All of it was left behind when she was abducted, Errol.
Yeah, all of that. So
Now that can lead to two different things, at least in my opinion. It can either be one, where it gives them it lets them return her quicker, or two, something happens and they get scared and they ditch her and leave her, which could be even more deadly. But let's get over into the AI breakdown to see what else we can find out about this crazy situation. Overall, no matter how it is, I can't imagine how it feels to know your mother has been kidnapped or disappeared. But let's get into it. So as we know, as of today, authorities are searching for Nancy Guthrie, 84 years old, the mother of the Today Show host. She is believed to be abducted from her Tucson, Arizona home. So she was last seen on Saturday night, January 31st at approximately 9:45 p.m. when she was dropped off at her home by her children. She was reported missing at around that noon on Sunday, February 1st, after a fellow churchgoer notified the family that she had not arrived for the morning service. Investigators found suspicious circumstances at her residence, including a forced entry and traces of blood. Her car, her cell phone, her wallet were all left at home. So multiple media outlets, including TMZ and local Tuscan station, reported seeing ransom notes demanding millions of dollars in bitcoins. Law enforcement is currently reviewing these for authenticity. So the main thing is the health concern. So Nancy has a pacemaker and requires daily critical medication for cardiac issues and high blood pressure. Authorities warn that being without this medicine could be fatal. So as of Wednesday afternoon, the sheriff's office stated that there is no suspect or person of interest has been identified. A reward of $2,500 is being offered for information leading to the arrest. Savannah has asked for prayers for her mother, describing her as a woman of deep conviction. She has stepped away from her role at NBC, including plans covering the Winter Olympics, to be with her family. Yeah, that's understandable. This is a crazy situation. Imagine I can't imagine. Mother getting kidnapped. You get a ransom note asking for $1 million in Bitcoin. They don't know if it's truly authentic or not. They don't give any proof of life with it. There's traces of blood. And then you know she can't be without her medication for long. So like I said, there's two options. Either they hurry up the deal, trying to get it together, where they hurry up and return her, or they hurry up and catch them, or the worst could happen, which is tragic situation. We got to pray for the family. We got to pray for all of them, because this is something I could not imagine happening to myself. And then asking for $1 million in Bitcoin, knowing, and you know why? Because it's untraceable. Once you send it, it's gone. But let me know your thoughts on this whole situation, y'all. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a tragic situation. Hopefully we get some answers. But absolutely crazy. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything I said.